Well, I definitely wasn't accidentally late to my own stream because I was too busy looking up frequency response charts for microphones. It was very much nerd hours today. I would very much like to be able to get my hands on some, oh, I might actually be able to do this quest at a decent time this time. Normally it takes me so long to get my hands on hops, like on my other farm. I only just started growing hops in like fall year 2. So this is definitely going to be the earliest I get this quest done. I was looking before the stream, I'd love to get my hands on functioning throat would be nice, but I'd love to get my hands on some lightning rods before the end of summer because I'd love to have some batteries now and not have to wait until like summer year 2. What is my foraging skill? So I would need 2 more levels of foraging. I unlocked the recipe at foraging level 2, and then it's a bat wing. Let's see, what is it? Iron bar, bat wing, and a refined quartz. So not too terrible of a recipe. Getting to foraging level 6 is honestly the harder part. I don't remember how far I need to go to unlock casks. I don't remember what level they're tied to. I was really surprised to find out I only, air quotes, only have 150 hours on Steam compared to, I probably had another 200 on PS4, which is where I played it originally. I need to do what I did on my other farm. I set up a chest specifically for things that would be going into kegs and preserve jars. Yeah, I definitely need kegs very soon. Let's see what kind of foraging is out here. Yeah, pretty much the whole afternoon was just daydreaming about if I managed to land that other position with a huge raise, how my dream audio setup would change. So my brain has been deep in the audio gear rabbit hole all morning. Yeah, there's really not much in the way of foraging today. That's strange. Say hi to Leah. What should I do on a warm, lazy day? Lay under a tree. Or climb a tree and lay on a branch. Okay, so it's time to get very, very tech talk. There's like, the easiest way I know how to explain this, when you look at a compressor, on almost all of them, you'll see 5 settings. You'll see a ratio, 2:1, 3:1, 4:1. You'll see a threshold, and that'll read something like -10 dB, -10 decibels, -20. It goes down from 0. 0 is always going to be the top of any metering that you're doing when it comes to sound. And then you'll see attack and release in milliseconds, and you'll see makeup gain. So what it's doing is when you put it across like your microphone channel, it looks at that signal that's coming in and it takes that threshold that you gave it. So say I've set it at -10 decibels. And as soon as my signal crosses above that threshold, so if I hit it with like -6 decibels going in, it'll take whatever ratio I specified. So if I specified 2:1, for every 2 decibels I go over the threshold, it will only output 1. 3:1 would be for every 3 decibels over, it'll output 1. So it'll squish it by 1/3 or 1/2 so that you can tame, like if you're really dynamic, you know, you're going from quieter to louder to quieter, you can maintain that those quieter levels, but if you get loud, it'll tame that a little bit and not just blow out everybody's ears. Your attack and your release just specify how quickly it kicks in and then how slowly it releases once it stops seeing that signal. They're really useful, and the makeup gain is nice too because you can basically kind of squish down the louder sounds a little bit and then turn your makeup gain up, and it uniformly makes it makes things more uniform, but also louder. So when you turn up your makeup gain, your louder sounds are going to be a little bit quieter. Your quieter sounds are going to be a little bit louder. Makes it a lot easier to just casually listen to a lot of the time because it's, you know, you're not doing that thing where it jumps from super quiet, straining to hear to just blowing your ears out. The movie theater experience. Where am I putting minerals again? Yeah. Ooh, new reward. I need to get 40 minerals, I think, so I can get the key to the sewers. Oh, I have time for that to grow. Oh, thank God. Starfruit is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna grow that. Normally, like, compressors run on some kind of discrete circuitry, and some various trickeries with how the circuits are set up and resistors and all that kind of stuff. The cool ones are the optical compressors, because literally somebody said, hey, what if we use our input signal to power a light source, like basically a small light bulb, and our output signal is it's literally a photocell, a light sensitive cell and a resistor that is placed up against the light bulb. So signal comes in, it lights up the light bulb. As it gets brighter, the resistor on the photocell passes less current. So it's the exact same result. It's a decreasing ratio of sound, but it's completely analog, because it's literally just all done with light and light sensors. And that's just such a wild concept. Not to mention they sound amazing. Some of the most famous like studio compressors you'll ever see are all optical. Like the LA3 is an optical compressor. They're amazing. People make them in what are called 500 series, which are little tiny, like something like a card slot type thing, so that you could fit a bunch of them into a small rack. People make them, but they only ever make them in really small batches, so they're super hard to find. So I've kind of resigned myself that I'm just going to end up having to build one someday, which I'm kind of looking forward to because I haven't built any gear in a really long time. I can finally dig my soldering iron out of storage. Is there anything else I need to do on the farm? My brain for my farm is still stuck on my other save right now, so I'm like running over to check my greenhouse, but like greenhouse isn't built yet. It's killing me. What are my wood and stone supplies like? What do I need to get a lot of? Wood's not terrible, but I need a lot more. Stone is doing okay. Can't wait till I have access to the quarry. Oh, the other interesting thing, given that basic explanation of how a compressor works, that's actually how my audio setup works in the LA Noir stream, where I had the audio ducking in response to my voice so that I wasn't yelling over the audio. It's the same thing. You put a compressor on that game audio, but you change the reference. So instead of the compressor looking at that, the compressor is listening to my voice, and every time my voice crosses a certain threshold, it turns down the game. So it's just referencing me instead of the game. Dynamic sound modulation. For automatic ducking, yeah, that's how you would work. You would just set it up and let the compressor do all the work. If it's a live show of any kind, it's going to be a person on an audio mixer doing it manually, partially because you always want that, what's it called? You always want that human factor in there. And also just because it's so much more fun. Like, no mixer that I know is going to give up mixing because it's so much fun. I'm trying to remember. I feel like one of the community center bundles should give me a keg as a reward. Yeah, that reference thing is called side chaining. So I have my microphone acting as the side chain to control that compressor. And you can actually buy what's called an automatic ducking module. That's literally just it's like a cell phone sized brick. You plug it into power, you plug in 2 inputs and an output, and it's got a little dial on it, or a couple little dials for your settings, but you can just plug it into anything. I need a lot more wood. I'm gonna selectively clean up a few trees. Yeah, I've been daydreaming all day thinking about, you know, if I land that other job and I get that promotion, like there's a bunch of immediate purchases for audio gear and things like that that are gonna happen. Ooh, I'd better watch my energy so I don't pass out. Oh my god, I found it! I found it! I knew it! I knew... Okay, literally week 1, first stream, I knew I heard that owl. I knew it had to be somewhere on the farm, and I couldn't find it, but we got the owl. Oh, where do I want to put this owl statue? I've been hoping to get this thing, because I haven't gotten it on any of my farms yet. I've heard about it, but I haven't actually gotten it. I'm tempted to put it, like, you know, right near the entrance to, you know, watch the farm. Oh, here's a cool story I've been waiting for my chance to tell on stream. Did I ever tell you the story of how I got this microphone? That is an interesting-ish story. Okay, so I was in school. I was doing the audio engineering school thing from like September 2016 to July 2017, I believe. And that school being sort of big deal. We obviously had vendors and stuff like that come through for demos. Like we had DPA microphones come through. We had Waves, the plugins company. They came through, gave out a bunch of stuff. But I think it would have been spring 2017. This company called Neat came through, and they were demoing they had just launched a new microphone line, the B line. So the Neat King B, Worker B, and then I don't remember, there's 2 like side address condenser mics. I'll throw mine up on screen. So this is mine. This is the Worker B. The King B is almost the same, except the capsule housing is a little bigger, and you can kind of see that capsule inside. It's kind of why I wanted to angle it this way. And then it's more of a housing. It's got a lot more circuitry in it. But Neat came by the school to show off, like, hey, they had either just launched or were just about to launch this new line. So they brought a couple of them in to let us play around with them, basically. You know, run some sessions, do some recording, do some live stuff, do a shootout. We ran them against a few other similar mics, a few other similar, like, studio condensers. And I remember, take a sip of tea because my throat is dying. I'm also running myself out of breath, just rambling. So we were shooting them out. I won't name drop the mics we were using them against, but we were using them against like $800 to $1,300 microphones. And I remember being like, okay, these are really, really good. Like, they're not like a super even, super flat response like some microphones, but they had a really good sound, a really good response. I was like, these are really sick. You know, we asked the guy at the end of the session, we're like, how much are you going to be selling these for? And he's like, oh, well, the Worker Bee is going to be $80 and the King Bee is going to be, I don't remember how much. And I was just like blown away because, you know, we were running the Worker Bee alongside like a $300 studio microphone, and it was a dead heat. And then I was looking to switch back to my Stardew scene. When I came time, I was like, I need to get a grown-up mic for my own setup because I don't have like a studio or anything that I'm borrowing mics from. I was like, I need to buy a mic, and I remembered, I was like, wait a minute. It's like, I wonder if Neat is still making microphones, and I was able to find a Worker Bee. So that's my like little cool kid claim to fame, is that I got to be one of I got to demo the mics when they first went on sale. Like, their rep came to my school and I personally mic'd up several different things. God, Sebastian wants a seaweed. That's the easiest quest in the universe. I can go catch that right now. Oh, wait, I need to take this bait off and throw some of it in those crab pots so that I can actually get some use out of them. Oop. Try to catch Willy, apparently. Audio engineers are just absolute gremlins, honestly. Speaking as one, we're a nightmare. I blame Sylvia Massey in the most respectful way possible. It's all her fault. We saw her, like, blowing up a piano with a shotgun on an album, and we're like, we want to do cool stuff like that. And it's all been downhill for the rest of us since then. I can probably sell a lot of these hops because I have so many in storage. Oh, I've only got 2. I'll keep my 2 regular hops and I'll sell the other ones. I might be able to upgrade that pickaxe right now. That might be the play. Just gonna YOLO myself out there and go upgrade that pickaxe right now. I don't need to be in the mines immediately, so we'll do that. And then next time we get a storm, we'll upgrade the watering can. I like Penny a lot just for how she's basically just like, this town needs a teacher, I guess I'm it. And that's why you'll always find her in here in the library with the kids. She's Pennywise. Oh my god. I hate it here. I want to go home. All right, where's Sebastian? Sebastian's probably still in bed, so we can check for forage. Oh, okay. I need to remember to give Caroline some gifts, because if I can get to 2 hearts with Caroline, I don't think I have any with her right now. If I can get to 2 hearts with Caroline, she has a tea room in the back of the general store. And if you get to 2 hearts, she like lets you into the tea room and teaches you how to make tea saplings, and you unlock tea and you can make tea. And I want to do that. My brain has ceased to function over the last week. I've had this headache since Monday. At this point, I'm just skating on through. Oh, please, Stardew Valley, can you give me some forage? Anything? Let me, like, shake some bushes for some berries or something? Like, come on, guys. Let me in, Sebastian. I have presents. Don't you want it? Meh. Oh, wait, hold on. That's actually kind of funny. Just peering over the top of the door, just the eyes. All right, where's my screenshot? I had to. As soon as I saw the little blinking over the top of the door, I was like, that's funny. At this part of the day, Sebastian is actually probably working because he is a freelance. He's either a freelance developer or a freelance coder. He definitely like writes code freelance for people. I don't even know realistically what you use fiber for. I always end up having like literally 2 full stacks of it. I will have like 2 to 3,000 fiber in my chest, and I never know what to do with it. Is he seriously not? Okay, there we go. Now he's out of his room. Where, dude? Got your present. Oh. Cool. Thank you for the hay, Robin. Why do I have so much crap in here? Oh my god. Yeah, we're making another chest. I gotta fix some of this chaos here. I like the red chest for the valuable stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Why is this still... I have to turn that in for a quest anyway. This is just me being baffled at my own stupidity for 2 hours, honestly. I feel like this is the 5th time I've seen this event this month. And then this line just reminds me of that meme about... or that post about the lab chemists getting hammered and having competitions to see who could get the most drunk and still titrate their solutions. Speedrunning titrations, any percent glitches and exploits allowed. I know the exploits. I want to know what the glitches would be. Oh, fit your data to your hypothesis. Yeah, I know that exploit well. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, how much is the telephone? Can I make enough money in the next week and a half to afford the telephone? I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Telephone's such a lifesaver. How did I... So, like, this is a hot take, but I hope the professor didn't pass you for that, because I feel like enough of a, oh my god, what's it called? Enough of lab work as the process anyway, that, like, if one of my students did that, I would be like, congratulations. However, I'm going to mildly injure your GPA. That's a quote. Elliot's gonna come bump into me. Excuse you, sir. There you go. It's gonna say, watch where you're going there, pal. Flat cat. I did pick the right path here, though. I checked on that because in my other farm I just got to level 10 and I got artisan, which is artisan goods sell for 2 times as much. And like purely just from my animals, I'm making like 8,000 a day. My friend just sent me a meme of a frog looking at a linear algebra textbook, and I'm very confused. I cannot wait for sprinklers, my god. Remember to make the mayonnaise at the start of the day this time instead of leaving it like I do every other day. Ta-da! Alright, mines time. Finally remembered to get the ice cream for the community center. Funny fact, another weirdness in how the game is coded. As long as it's summer, which is the only season the ice cream stand is open, if he's not there selling ice cream and you have a horse, you can park your horse in his space and it counts as an NPC enough so that you can walk around in front and buy ice cream from your horse, which is excellent. The code in this game is a little bit baffling and frightening sometimes, and I love it so much. I would say most broken code, yeah, there's a good chance of that. Craziest code, definitely like nobody can top Dwarf Fortress for that. But that's like, Dwarf Fortress is code that works too well. If you ever get a chance to go read patch notes of that game, it's incredible. The things that he's had to patch are hysterical. That game was coded on meth and Red Bull, yes. That game belongs in a museum. You know what? I'm always really impressed because I'm normally the one with the awful, horrific, cursed gremlin comments. So it's very interesting that someone can just turn that around on me like that. Like, I respect that. I shouldn't, but I do. You excel at being a cursed creature. Oh, did that seriously not give me another level in farming? Ouch. I'm actually gonna hang on to this. Gonna hang on to that and go back into the mines again. And I just learned recently, if you leave their little door open when it's raining outside, they don't like it. So it's better to close it for maximum animal happiness. If you're smart, you close it the night before once they go back inside because you know rain is coming. But that requires a functioning brain and memory slightly beyond that of a goldfish, which is why I don't do it. I've got like 500 hours in this game and I still can't tell oak trees and maple trees apart. And I have to remember when these are finished, I have to take one of them to Caroline. I don't have anything I can gift her that she loves, but she likes those. Bastard. She likes those, which is enough. Oh, one of my buddies has finally fallen like fully down the... Ooh, I need one of those. Like fully fallen down the Final Fantasy rabbit hole. And he just let me know he's trying out Final Fantasy 14. So I was just like, good luck. Have fun with that. I was trying to convince him to play Lalafell because that's clearly the superior character choice. I don't know if it worked or not. Always got to spread the Lalafell Mafia. Ankle Biters Anonymous. That's what I'm gonna call him from now on. It's the perfect name. I almost want to boot that game back up again just to go get up to Lalafell chicanery around the town again. I'm gonna plan ahead though. I'm gonna save some of these gems because if you have, let's see, ruby, jade, topaz, emerald, and one other gem I don't remember, you can get your own sewing machine in year 2, like in your house, which is fantastic. Oh, finally. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to check on how much wood I have. See if I can get a barn started. I have to remember if I find another coral to save it for the fish tank. Because I'm definitely getting a fish tank in the house at some point. Oh, that's why my tree couldn't grow. There's a rock in the way. They have to have a clear perimeter to grow unless they're in the greenhouse. Let's see. How much did that barn cost? After the 4 people whose grave can be seen in the town, Lewis declared that no one dies in Pelican Town anymore. Now there's 2 ways to evaluate this. Is he trucking the bodies out of Pelican Town? No one dies at Disneyland style? Or is there some kind of weird Doctor Who everybody lives chicanery happening? both have some scary implications. All right, Robin, tell me about barns. Sell me a barn. Oh. Where do you think the broken glasses come from? Oh. Oh no. Oh dear. I knew Lewis was shady. That honestly makes sense. Oh, barn's only 6,000 gold. Yeah, we're doing that. 350 wood, 150 stone. I don't know if I have the wood for it, but do I have time to turbo chop down some trees? Yeah. I can buy wood from Robin. I just want to at least make a dent in it so that it doesn't totally bankrupt me, because I still have to be able to buy seeds in a week. Oh, she's here, thank goodness. All right, build me a barn. Oh, I need to buy like, what do I need, 12? Yes. On the island. Eventually I'll clear this out a little better and move the buildings around, but in the meantime, like, that's fine, that works. There usually comes a point in my playthroughs where I just stop farming straight up. Like, I just like totally sustain myself on animals. I don't know why. Like, I don't like dairy farms or chicken farms IRL at all. Hello, Marnie. I have been to the strange tower west of your house. I heard this terrible otherworldly noise coming from there. Oh, sorry, that was me. I was tripping on weird forest juice. Don't worry about it. I'm already, like, I already obsessively roleplay making cheese and milk and everything on my farm. Why would I not also make too much tea? Hello, Hat Mouse. Oh, there's the new stuff. I kind of want the watermelon band. It's really cute. I don't know if I want to spend the money on another hat, though, but it's so cute. We can make the money back. We have to do it. Because look at that. I mean, look at that. It's so good. I'm like a Team Fortress 2 player. I spend too much money on hats in this game. I'm going to see if I can fish up some trash, though, because I forgot you have a chance of getting cloth from newspaper in the recycling machine. So I want to see if I can get a newspaper. Oh, did that turn into a refined quartz? Sick. I'm going to sell one of these and hold on to one of the... I'm going to hold on to both of those. I'll give one to Marnie and I'll give one to Caroline. Hopefully that'll get me enough friendship with each of them, actually. Because I need 2 hearts with Caroline to get the tea recipe, and I need 2 hearts with Marnie to get Lewis's shorts. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here and go eat some pizza. We'll have some more LA Noire tomorrow night, more Stardew next week. I'll probably be playing my other Stardew save nonstop through the week, so I'll be even more confused next time. But it's a good time. Anyway, night everybody.